G'day guys, how's it going? My name is CJ. I really like smartwatches. I do think they add value to your life, and one of my favorite type of concepts is the connected hybrid watch. A normal looking timepiece that syncs with your smartphone, giving you notifications without being distracting and still looks elegant whilst doing so. I've already reviewed one by Skyen before and I really enjoyed using it, even if its Android app had a few bugs. Today I'm going a bit higher end, but even simpler. How does that work? Let's take a look. Now there's always going to be a place for the typical Apple Watch type smartwatch that's basically a phone on your wrist, obviously. But for me, a watch is not only there to tell you the time, but also complement your everyday outfit. Sure, all the tech geeks like myself appreciate how an Apple Watch or a Gear S30 looks, but for anyone else, they all look kind of clunky and it's missing that feeling of elegance and simplicity that a typical watch has. That's where the watch I'm using comes into its own. It's called the Nord 41 from Kronaby. It's a hybrid smartwatch, and simplicity is what makes this watch one of my favorites. To give a brief bit of background, Kronaby is a Swedish company that makes their own watches from the ground up. So it's not a standardized piece of tech that's shared between different companies like from Skyen or Fossil, and it's simply given a different looking shell. Kronaby have engineered and manufactured these watches themselves. To get the technical stuff out of the way, the watch has Bluetooth 5.0 connectivity, powered by a CR3032 coin battery that can last up to 2 years, and it also has 10 bars of water resistance up to 100 meters. Very standard of any watch really. But that's the great thing. On the outside, it's an elegant looking piece of hardware, and it's one half of why I love this watch. The model I'm using has a 41mm stainless steel casing with 3 functional buttons on the right side. I'm loving the attention to detail from the subtle grooves lining around the case all the way down to the little engraved K on the crown. There's a sapphire crystal on the front giving you excellent durability, and having been using it for the last month or so, there's not a single hint of scratch or defect to be found. It also uses quality materials for the strap. Mine has a textured leather finish and is also hot swappable thanks to the release tabs. Wearing it is incredibly comfortable, and it'll comfortably survive rainy days or getting splashed. I wouldn't take it into the shower or a swimming pool though, if only for the leather straps. The watch itself will survive though. Now the other half of why I love this watch is in its internals and connectivity with its features. And because all of this, the Nord 41 or any of Kronaby's watches can be as simple or as complex as you want it to be within the constraints of not having an interactive screen. To start off with, getting connected is super simple. With a simple tap of the button for the first time, it syncs. Since it's connected to your phone, it has auto time zone. So no matter how many times you cross over time zones, it'll show you the local time, and that's incredibly useful for those who travel a lot. And if it does become disconnected from your phone, it'll just revert to being a normal watch. It doesn't stop working. It has filtered notifications too that you can organize in Kronaby's pretty intuitive app. I've got it buzzing for only the most important people and things in my life, like a phone call from my partner or a text message from one of my family members. If you don't discriminate, you could also set it to buzz you for anything really. But the fact that I can simplify who and what it buzzes is, for me at least, one of the most important parts of the notification system, and it stops me from getting distracted, which is really important to me. Then pushing or holding the different buttons give you a range of useful and essential features as well. You can set it to decline a call, show you a second time zone, turn it into a stopwatch, show you the date, set a timer, or even show you your step progress if you're into that, which I know a lot of people will appreciate since it also syncs with Google Fit and Apple Health as well. Then you can set other buttons for other features. I've got the top button set to controlling my music, and the bottom button set as a faux camera remote trigger. 2 features that I find really useful. There is also if this then that integration, though it only seems to allow one trigger for one action. I once set it to turn my set of smart lights on and off, and whilst it works, there is a considerable time lag between trigger and action, so I stopped using it. Otherwise, there is a Find My Watch or phone feature, which is really great for the forgetful ones, a geotagging feature for the travelers, and also a Walk Me Home feature that allows you to send a signal to an emergency contact to respond and follow your every step. An incredibly important and underrated safety feature. But what about shortcomings? There's not many, if I'm being completely honest. If I'm going to be nitpicky, the vibration motor could be a bit more robust. It does feel kind of weak even at its strongest setting, and then the motor controlling the hand can be pretty noisy when you're activating different features like the stopwatch. Other than that, the Nord and Kronaby's other watches are some of the best hybrid smartwatches out there. It's definitely not cheap, with this one starting at $350 US or 470 Australian dollars, but it's also not the most expensive either. And for this money, you get quality craftsmanship with quality materials like sapphire crystal and stainless steel in a watch that you could easily wear to any formal event or job interview. I really like this watch, and I think you'll like it too. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you like hybrid smartwatches? Let me know why or why not in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and if you haven't already, do consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Say good day to your mum for me. Cheers.